Hey guys, I want to give a big shout out to Jaru's YouTube channel. He does prediction videos for Death Battle as well as does reviews. And if you ever get a chance to watch his videos, what he has to say is very well thought out. He's very insightful. And he's also very fair when it comes to critiquing the Death Battles, when it comes to animations and how they did the research. And he also, like I said, does prediction videos on who he thinks is going to win. And he does have a lot of good points and stuff on his opinions on who he thinks is going to win. So please guys, go to his YouTube channel. The link's in the video description. Please subscribe, like, and also comment on his videos. He really deserves to have more subscribers because his content is really good. Alright guys, so now on to my prediction for the next episode of Death Battle. Hello everyone, this is Doer Dreamer. So yes, today I'm going to give you guys my predictions on the next episode of Death Battle. And this episode is going to feature a battle between Metal Sonic from the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise versus Zero from the Mega Man X franchise. Now, people have been wondering, why are these two fighting each other? What do they have in common? They wanted to see Zero versus Meta Knight instead. Well, I'll explain what they have in common and why Death Battle decides to pair these two up for a battle. Well, the main reason or the main thing that they both have in common is that they were both created by the main antagonists of their franchises, and their sole purpose was to destroy the antagonist. So pretty much Metal Sonic was created by Dr. Eggman or Dr. Robotnik for the sole purpose of destroying Sonic, while Zero, believe it or not, was created by Dr. Wily for the sole purpose of destroying Mega Man. Now, I know some people might be thinking, what do you mean he's created by Dr. Wily? If you ever played the game Mega Man X4, it does reveal that Zero's creator was in fact Dr. Wily, and that Zero used to be a maverick or an evil robot who was killing so many robots in his path until he crossed paths with Sigma, who surprisingly Sigma used to be a Maverick Hunter himself before becoming the head Maverick Overlord that we all know and hate and even admire sometimes. But yes, and eventually Zero becomes a Maverick Hunter because he got reprogrammed after he was defeated by Sigma. And the only thing is that with Metal Sonic, I don't know if he ever turned to the side of good. There was a time where he did rebel against Dr. Eggman and also sacrificed himself to save Sonic and his friends, but I don't know if it was more in the ways of like doing a good deed or more just, I don't know. It's kind of hard to figure out what comes to Metal Sonic, but all I know is that Metal Sonic has mostly been a villain, where Zero has mostly became a hero that used to be a villain. So that's pretty much what they have in common and why they're putting these two together. And I think this is going to be a really good battle to watch by ScrewAttack. And I heard that CVAnimation is going to be animating this. And I love his animation. I love his work. So it's really going to be a treat to see. But anyway, guys, let's talk about the battle itself. I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on who I think is going to win. And just to let you know, this is not a full analysis. This is just me giving my opinion based on what I have read and what I've talked with other people. So anyway, let's talk about Zero first. So again, like we said, that Zero is a Reploid or used to be a Maverick, and he's a Maverick Hunter. And some of his signature weapons is the Z Saber, which is pretty much his iconic weapon that people known him to have. And he also has a Z Buster, kind of similar to Mega Man X's X Buster. And he also has many other weapons like daggers, even a shield as well. And he's also a well accomplished hand-to-hand combat specialist and also weapons expert. And as for his speed, it didn't really say how fast he is. Some people said that he is faster than the speed of light, pretty much based on the fact that Mega Man, the old Mega Man, was able to fight and defeat Quick Man. But that's kind of, I don't know if you can base it on that. But I could say that he is pretty fast and very agile. Let's just say that. Is he close to Metal Sonic speed? I kind of doubt that. But is that going to be the deciding factor? No. But anyway, the other thing is he has a strength advantage, definitely has a strength advantage that he's able to lift up to 5 to 8 tons, which is pretty damn impressive for a robot his size and what he's able to do. And one of his best feats, from what I've read, is that he was able to fight off an army of robots for a full year with no rest and no repairs. And that shows that he definitely has stamina and also endurance factor. Now, eventually he did collapse from the desert with all the sand and whatnot going into his system, but it's still impressive that he was able to fight off a whole army of robots for a full year without rest or repairs. And of course, just like Mega Man and Mega Man X, he can copy his opponent's moves when he defeats them. Now, in Mega Man X4, it says that he learns it. He didn't absorb it like how X does. So I think it's more of that he can pick up certain moves from his opponent. So can he do a spin dash? Maybe. But anyway, let's go on to talk about Metal Sonic. Now, as I said before, Metal Sonic was created by Dr. Eggman, and again, his sole purpose was to destroy Sonic, and he's actually pretty much a spiritual clone of Sonic. He's pretty much Sonic in every possible way, if not better than Sonic. Metal Sonic's speed is pretty much exactly the same as Sonic, which is pretty much the speed of sound. However, though, he can increase his speed to up to Mach 5, which is damn impressive because he uses his propulsion thrusters. However, though, with that one, if he goes up to that type of speed, he's going to have a hard time maneuvering, although it's still used as a good attack. And also he can overheat, so he can't really rely on that very much. And also he has the ability to shoot laser cannons from his chest. He has the same moves as Sonic, where he can spin dash and also does the homing attack. And he's also pretty strong enough to bend steel and whatnot, but I don't think he is as strong as Zero. Now, another thing that I did not know about Metal Sonic, or maybe I've forgotten, is that he has the ability to scan any type of life form, whether it's mechanical or organic, and pretty much gather the data to create battle strategies on how to defeat that enemy and even copy their exact moves. So pretty much he can be an exact duplicate of Zero in everything he does. And that's something that is very, very useful when it comes to fighting someone like Zero. Pretty much copying everything he knows and pretty much anticipating his next move. So that is a huge advantage. So I would say like precognition in a way is his advantage in this battle. And he also has the ability to augment whatever he uses as data from that he copies to make him stronger. So that's another thing that will come into play, in my opinion. Now, in my honest opinion, who I think is going to win, it's kind of hard because there's so many factors where I see Zero could win and Metal Sonic could win. So if I were to choose, I would probably choose maybe Metal Sonic due to the fact that he can scan his every moves and his abilities and copy it into his own, and that's going to be very useful to him. And I think that might be the trump card to defeat Zero, in my opinion. Now, again, I do see a scenario where Zero can definitely win. Like I said, his agility, his strength, and also his stamina and endurance is a really good, helpful thing. But again, with Metal Sonic's ability to scan and collect data from the opponent that he's fighting, there is a chance he might even copy his abilities and stats to match his own. So that might be the Achilles heel for Zero. Now, there's one more thing I want to mention, guys. If Death Battle decides to include abilities and feats from the Mega Man Zero franchise, which pretty much takes place 100 years after Mega Man X, so pretty much that is the same Zero because he was in stasis for that long, then I would have to say that definitely Zero will have the odds in favor for victory over Mega Man X. I would go into detail about that story arc, but I want to make this video too long. All I can say is he has done a lot more in that franchise and has able to defeat many things that are similar to Metal Sonic, but we'll see what happens if they will include that or not. If they do include it, I would say that's fair. If not, then I don't know. But anyway, guys, that's what I have for my prediction. For right now, I'm going with Metal Sonic for right now. And like I said, if they do include Mega Man Zero feats and abilities, then I am going to be switching it to Zero. But I'd like to know what your guys' thoughts. Who do you think is going to win? Feel free to leave your thoughts and comments down below and any information that I might have missed. and we'll gladly discuss and debate about it. And if you're new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Also follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. All the links are in the video description. Alright guys, this is Dreamer, and always dream big.